Hola, hola. My name is Ramon, cosmetic chemist, product developer, lover of all things cosmetics, beauty. It has been a minute. And I always do this. This is like, what, the third time I've done this now where I've come back and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. Content coming soon. And then get really busy. But we're back. It's been a very interesting, productive year. It's the end of July right now. And honestly, I don't remember the last time I caught up with you. So we're gonna get ready for bed tonight. Before I get into the video, down below in the comment section, tell me what is some interesting Korean skincare and some interesting sunscreens you've been really loving this summer, just to help supplement the upcoming videos that I'm gonna be working on, I promise. But we're gonna be getting ready for bed together. It's nighttime. It's still early in the night, but the thing is, the reason I don't do so many of these videos is it gets so late in the night, and then by the time I'm like, I'm gonna get ready for bed, it's obnoxiously late. I'm exhausted, and I just do not have the mental capacity to come and film. So we're gonna try and do these a little bit more early in the evening, so that way I have the energy and the joie de vivre to do these videos. So let's get into it. So I actually have already showered. I've washed my hair. I needed to shave. Tomorrow's actually my birthday, and so I wanted to shave tonight because I was not gonna be able to do that in the morning tomorrow. So showered, I washed my face, I shaved. For the face cleaning, before the shower, I went in with the cleansing oil. This is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Cleansing Oil. She's great. Her and the Beauty of Joseon one are kind of neck and neck. I prefer the Beauty of Joseon one just because the Black Rice one has a specific smell I'm not like a huge fan of, but they're both very similar textures. They have a nice cushion and feel to them. They're not too thin, and they feel really nice to massage in. For cleanser, I went in with the BYOMA Creamy Jelly Cleanser. I like the cleanser. In the BYOMA hierarchy of products, it's not at the top. I always hate the pumps, those little like baby pumps that I'm just like, I need like 5 to 10 for any of the products to get a good amount for my face. Also, really weird, my eyes, everyone knows I have like the most like bionic eyes. I can put anything in them and they don't burn. That burns my eyes, which it's weird for a cleanser to do. Also, yeah, it's fragrance free, but I love a sensory. I need a sensory, and that just does not hit for me. But I'm just trying to burn through cleansers and products right now, so that's why I'm using that. And then to shave, actually, so I do all that in the shower and just to soften everything up, and to shave. Basically, I've talked about this on the channel before, I like to use a cleansing product. The two I've been using are the EADEM, this one I use today, the EADEM Dew Dream Cleansing Balm, and then the other option I like a lot is the Saponins Cream Cleanser from Sachi Skin. This, I love the texture of. It feels so nice, it's so thick. Let me show you guys. This is the cleansing balm, mind you. So it's very in the vein of like the Crave Cleansing Oil, the Naturium Camellia Cleansing Oil. It's much thicker though. It's a really rich, thick consistency, which is why I love to use it to shave. It rinses off really nice. It leaves you feeling really moisturized, but I hate the fucking smell. It's very essential oily. I don't know if it's lavender, if it's citrus. I don't know. I do not like the smell. And I tell you, I'm very particular about my scents, and I just hate that smell. So that was the cleansing routine. I'm gonna do skincare next, but before we get too far into that, I need to do hair first. If you guys don't know, I have like wavy hair, and I'm always on this hunt to try to find products that help with my hair, and that if I just leave my hair, like it's getting dry now, it's just very dry. There's no definition to it, and it just kind of balloons up. So I have to be mindful of the products I put into it. A couple I've been really enjoying. This is from Elizavecca, which is a Korean brand. This is their Sarah 100 Collagen Coating Hair A+ Muscle Spray. I also like the hair conditioner, hair mask version of this as well. You get a lot of product. It smells so good. I don't know how to describe this to you. It smells a little bit like candy, but not in like a Claire's cheap way, but it gives candy. And that by itself, after I condition, does a lot to really, the next morning, hair is wavy. Hair is nicely moisturized, conditioned, it does what it needs to do. The other thing I do, and that's when I don't condition in the shower, which I actually really do. This is from CÉCRED. This is the Reconstructing Treatment Mask. I love this liquid smells. They just smell, again, I can't pinpoint that smell. What I like is that it's a very unique scent profile compared to a lot of other hair brands. I have tried the Fenty Hair one. It just does not slap to me. Fenty Hair, I'm in like a weird place with just because, I don't know, what's interesting is I feel like CÉCRED products are just more rich. They're really meant for more curly, more tightly coily hair texture, but the products just work really well for me and they smell really good. Fenty, I feel like the textures are just a little bit too thin for what I would like for my hair, and therefore they just don't do what I like in my hair. And then I just comb and wash my hands real quick. So besides that, I've been very busy. I graduated. I finished my master's. So I am now a master's of cosmetic science. It's been a long time coming. And with that, I had all my family and my friends here with me. And afterwards, we went on a trip to France. So I literally just got back on Sunday. And since then I've been trying to catch up on work and stuff like that. And that's just been the last few weeks. Since the last video I made, we're gonna start in April. Let's start in April. Real quick to kick off the hydration part of my routine, I'm gonna go in with an essence. This is the Time Revolution, the first essence Enriched 97. I bought a bunch of essences off of YesStyle like 6 months ago, and I've been slowly working through them just to do like a full like Korean fermented essence review. I don't love this one, I'm gonna be honest with you. But back in April, I got invited to go to Texas A&M University in Texas. And that was to give a presentation to the chemistry students there. Basically, apparently the chemistry and science students there are focused on batteries, just because I guess that's like a very central industry in that part of Texas. And they wanted to kind of highlight other avenues for the chemistry, biochem, biology students to pursue. So they reached out to me and I went, but I don't live in Texas. I've lived in Texas, but I don't live in Texas. So I was like, you know what? I have a friend, Alex from Educated Mess, who she lives in Texas, did a lot of her career work in Texas. She'd be a really great addition to this to supplement and really explain to the kids, if you want to stay in Texas, there's a lot of options for you. So her and I went, we had a great time with the kids. And then immediately afterwards, I flew to Puerto Rico for like 2 weeks to do workshops at the University of Puerto Rico. If you're familiar with the system, there's like a bunch of campuses there. So I did the campus in Humacao and Mayagüez. And with those, I went and I did workshops with these students where we did really basic formulations. We made a serum together. What's really cool is I reached out to raw material manufacturers who were really generous to give samples of raw materials to bring. And so I had a base serum chassis. And basically I went to the students and I'm like, what's your skin concerns? And we kind of did little custom serums with them. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want me to do a workshop or presentation at your university, drop me a line. Let's talk. Next, I'm gonna go in with, this is something I randomly introduced into my routine. This is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Probiotics Barrier Essence, AKA makgeolli. Makgeolli is like rice wine, which I like the flavored makgeolli. I don't like the other kind, but the texture of this is so nice, so velvety and plush. It is a milky toner. And truth be told, there's a little bit of richness to it, but it just makes my skin look. And then the minute I got back from Puerto Rico, I had to work on my MSc dissertation, which was the worst month of my life. I'm telling you that right now. Without getting into too much detail, I did sunscreen. I did some interesting development innovation work around tinted mineral sunscreens for skin of color. Very my brand. Got an A, graduated with distinction. So in the end, it was all worth it, but it was truly one of the worst experiences of my life. And then in the midst of doing all that, I'm still doing stuff with HUE in London. This is the HUE Supra-fade. I did not make this, but as of today, the formulations are decided upon. They are in stability now. So they've been decided. Let's fingers crossed, everything's stable and good. But the next products for HUE are about to be done, which is very exciting. It's been a long time coming. And I'm very, very excited just to see the response of everything. It took a while just because the direction of this next launch was a little bit of a point of contention just in how are you going to follow up Supra-fade, which is an amazing product, a great product, famous in its circles. But how are you going to do that and really stay true to HUE? And how do you follow up a banger and try to make it as universal as possible? And the answer is you can't. So they are products I'm very excited about. They are not these innovative, revolutionary products, but I became a cosmetic chemist because I'm a consumer fundamentally. Like I hear what people say, and because of you guys, which I'm always so grateful for, your comments and your input and the things you ask for, really, they inform the direction I take when it comes to product development and how I approach that process. Obviously with the platform I have, inclusivity, diversity is a huge factor in HUE. The founders are Black and brown Muslim women. And the team is melanin rich. The community is so diverse. And so really staying true to the HUE community, who they are, who you are, and making products that, really address a lot of the concerns that the melanated community deals with, but that can also have a benefit beyond the Fitzpatrick 456 individuals, That's just a little bit of an intro as to what really goes into HUE and PD. It's been a really fun process. I'm so excited. And working with Hani, the founder, and Kinga, who's my colleague with this, has been a lot of fun. And so I'm excited. Hopefully, you're gonna see soon. No spoilers, no rush. So yeah, I use the HUE Supra-fade. I've mentioned this before in content, but azelaic acid is an ingredient that I have to use very frequently. And I do it twice daily. I'll do usually Supra-fade at night, and then I'll go in with the Polish Choice Azelaic Acid Booster in the morning, just because it's a little bit more matte. This has salicylic acid as well, I believe 0.5%. And the combo of two, twice a day, every day, it really helps keep my skin at bay. You can see my skin's not looking great right now. We're breaking out. And that's because I took Supra-fade out of my routine while I was traveling, and I was only using azelaic acid once a day. I had no other exfoliants and no retinoids. So it's just a bad combo. Ironically, not making content so often, because I'm actually very diligently using the same products very regularly, my skin gets good. But then I don't get to like try new products all the time and like do all these interesting things. So it's a balance. Catch-22. Okay, so I did that. What is next? And I'm gonna go in with Freeze Frame from Educated Mess. I did a video on peptide serums recently. And this is one of the ones that I mentioned in there. I finished my Medicate one, and so I'm using this, and I'm really just targeting this where the fine lines are gonna be. I'm still young, even though my birthday is tomorrow. I am not gonna tell you how old I am. But especially, this is gonna sound so bad, especially seeing my parents for graduation, I really realized like, oh, that's what I could look like. And so we're just gonna be a little bit more diligent in how we take care of ourselves, you understand? And the before and after for these is crazy. And that's why I always try to promote and push these like chemist-founded brands, scientist-founded brands, Experiment, Educated Mess, Sachi Skin, Supernova. Alicia is the brains behind the product, so I really just tout her as a faux founder. They have such innovative concepts, but they're really simple in how they work. Freeze Frame, it's just the delivery system, making sure those peptides get to where they need to go to signal what they have to signal. I also really like the cooling feeling of the product. A random product that I used once and then I was immediately hooked. This is from KIEHL'S, their Super Multi-Corrective Cream. Active-wise, I actually don't remember the whole story behind this. There's like a bioretinol in there. I think it's an extract. Don't ask me the story behind this, but for me, it's the texture. It's like a cream. It's not a rich cream though. And I don't know how to explain it because it's not a Nivea cream-like type of product. It has body and structure, but it kind of goes on like a lotion. And I actually like this around my under eyes, especially in the daytime. I always talk about how my under eyes are very dry while my face is extremely oily. This on my under eye area, I'll focus it here first, upper cheekbone, orbital bone area, and then blend it into my under eye. Gives this the most gorgeous canvas under sunscreen, and then the glow from this part pops through the foundation, so it's just like, skin looks amazing. Sleeper hit. Did not anticipate liking this product so much, but this is a banger. I'm trying to think of what else has happened. And then aside from like the work and the school stuff, just a lot of, I mean, honestly, it's still work, but like content-focused things. Going to Suppliers Day in New York, which Suppliers Day is where the cosmetic chemists, they go to shop. Went there to do stuff for HUE, I was actually invited by the NYSCC to be there. And I also did a panel there along with Jen, the Eco-Well, which was really cool. But I mean, I'm also working on a lot of personal projects, which is exciting. And nothing for that's happening for a minute. We're in the very initial inception of the idea. But I was there shopping around, looking around, making connects. A lot of big things are happening in the cosmetic world, specifically for sunscreens. Fingers crossed. Every time I see them, it's at no, we're confirmed, it's happening, and this time I got a date. The end of Q1 2026, a new UV filter should be approved for use in the US. And not only approved, but with GRACE certification, so generally recognized as safe, forget what the E stands for, but GRACE approved UV filter, which will be the only other GRACE approved filter besides zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. All the other filters are safe, it's just in order to get the certification, it's very expensive. It's very time consuming. And honestly, people are kind of lazy as well. That also is very exciting. So hopefully by next year, we'll be having some really fun sunscreen innovation in the US, finally. Some brand trip stuff. I hang out with Alex from Educated Mess a lot, and we do a lot of work together just as chemists. I do talk about her brand here on YouTube quite a bit. I went on a brand trip with Bloom Effects as well. I'm a really big fan of Kim, the founder. We're really good friends. We're actually going to Korea together, hopefully, for some other stuff in November. So Korea's coming soon too. I stay traveling. And the funny joke is people don't know where I live or where I am because I'm always on a plane, especially when I go to like brand events and other creators are like, you're here. I swear you were just in so-and-so. I'm like, yeah, I just got off the plane. So I stay traveling, but I'm having fun. And a lot of it actually is for work. And last step, I'm gonna moisturize. A big focus I'm gonna try to do with content, I'm slowly pivoting a little bit into it, is refocusing a little bit more energy on drugstore products, really affordable products, just because we are in a recession. The economy is not doing great. And I'm seeing that reflected in the content that pops off, the requests that I get, and the products are doing really, really well. So budget skincare, multi-purpose budget skincare is a big focus I'm looking at and something I'm going to try to do more content. One big find, and I actually talked about this in a haul I did Well, I was in Puerto Rico, so actually I have updated you guys a little bit. Gold Bond. This is the Retinol Overnight Body and Face Lotion. This is like $11, $12 at Walmart. Gold Bond does not get the hype that I think it deserves. If I can be a little shady and catty, I feel like Cetaphil and CeraVe get the hype, and that's because they have the coin for the derms, and what the derms say is Bible, but Gold Bond, no one talks about Gold Bond. I feel like Dr. Dre is the only one I really see talk about Gold Bond. The formulations are a little bit gaggy. They all focus on, what does it say? 7 moisturizers and 3 vitamins. Those moisturizers aren't the conventional, well, not just the conventional, like butter, squalane. When I say butter, like shea butter, cocoa butter, even petrolatum. There's like moisturizing factors in these. Really interesting, like amino acids. And then for the vitamins, it depends on how you want to look at vitamin in some of these products, because they have vitamin E. Some of them have a version of vitamin C. They usually have a couple vitamin Bs, B3 and B5, niacinamide and panthenol. And then, for example, this one has vitamin A in the form of retinol. So they're like really comprehensive formulations in my mind. They just focus on delivering benefits in different ways. And I mean, there's no shade, they work, they're effective, but I see all these other brands where you just constantly push the hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, vitamin C, where I feel like Gold Bonds, they touch on that a little bit, but they expand beyond that. And again, just really comprehensive formulations. I talked about in the other video, I think they have, I forgot what the benefit of the product was, but it has PHAs as like the second ingredient. And I feel like with drugstore skincare, you don't see PHAs that often. Anyways, Gold Bond, big fan. And again, for face and body. The texture of this, because I also like the Naturium one a lot. I have a few different body retinoid products I use. The texture of this I find to be a little bit more gel cream focused than the Naturium. I feel like that one is more velvety, more cream. This is more gel cream, and that when it dries, so it's a little bit tacky. But another one I've been using and really liking, but it's very contextual, not like all the time and not for everybody. A Retinol Resculpt Body Treatment. I have not seen Retinol in a body product that I can think of. The tea is with this. This is a rich butter. This is giving the Nivea Blue Tub level like richness. I don't know if you can see that. Like it's very rich, very thick. So usually what I end up doing is fresh out the shower, body still damp, I'll massage this in just to get a little bit more spread. Or I'll cut this with some of the Vaseline Radiant X oil, this line, which this is almost empty. This line is everything to me, and I've talked about it a lot in content. I love this line. I went and bought the body cream and another oil myself because they're cheap. They smell delicious. And also they have this one, which has also actives as well. This is pro-retinol, niacinamide, and coconut oil. These products to me, they're just like holy grail, and I want to see more from this line. Like they have lotions, they have like body moisturizing. I want cleansing products. I want sun care products. The whole point with this is like, oh, melanin-rich skin. Give me a sunscreen, then we'll talk. Realistically, nothing crazy is happening for the nighttime routine right now. The focus really just like trying to maintain clear skin. A lot of sunscreens have been purchased. I went to Mexico. That's something else that happened. I went to Mexico. We did like 3 or 4 days in Mexico City and then 5 days in Chihuahua, where my husband's from. I balled out buying sunscreen there. The focus for sun care and cosmetics in Mexico is so interesting and specific to me. Like one interesting thing I found, antiperspirants with actives in them. This one is vitamin C, and there's something else in here actually to help with pigmented underarm areas, which I thought was super interesting. But specific to sun care, there's really interesting things there as well, which I'll touch on in another video, so subscribe for that. A lot of Sephora brands launched really interesting sun care products. Also, the brands that are about to launch at Sephora, K-Beauty is having another eruption. Torridon is about to be in store. Beauty of Joseon's launching in store. Biodance just launched in Sephora as well. So I bought a lot of different Sephora sunscreens to try out. For example, right here, I have the First Aid Beauty one. Not the approach I would think they would take for a sunscreen launch, but actually very happy with this. Another example is at Boots in the UK. This brand called Habby launched this sunscreen was like £8. Super affordable. I use it today. It went on gorgeously, but it was a little bit greasy after like an hour. But yeah, a lot of sun care things are happening, which I wish, as much as I love sun care and I've made that a big part of my brand, I kind of want other things to be like focused or interested in. So yeah, that being said, in the comment section, what's some interesting, innovative cosmetics that you're loving, skincare, body care, hair care, that I should look into or I should talk about or I'm like blanking on at the moment? Just because again, I'm trying to refocus on more affordable, like drugstore products, really accessibly priced products, but also again, people shop everywhere. So I want to make sure I'm hitting up different retailers and really seeing what's there, what's fun, what's happening. But I'm also trying to get back into the Korean skincare bag. I was banging out Korean skincare content like nobody's business because I love Korean skincare, K-beauty. I still dabble in a lot, especially sun care. I'm always looking at what's launching there, but just other products, I've lost a little bit of focus there. But I did purchase, I put in an order, paid for myself. I bought cushions from Tier because I got a few in PR before, but I didn't realize Tier's got like different lines. They have 4 lines. So I bought the 3 matte-esque lines because I don't do dewy like that. And then Parnell, the Parnell cushion I do like a lot. So I bought a couple of those to introduce those in content again. K-beauty, Korean skincare, let me know what you're living as well. With that, I'm ready for bed. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Just because I know I come back and then I'm quiet for a bit and then I come back. It's a repeat cycle. I promise I will be back. I have a few videos drafted and scripted, sunscreen reviews already, touching on some Sephora sunscreen launches. I got about 3 videos ready to come up. I also haven't done like a best of sunscreens in a minute. And as I mentioned, my focus has been sun care so much. I have so much to say and so much to share with you guys. So make sure you're subscribed for that. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell so that you know when I post more skincare, sunscreen, and beauty related content on my channel. Give the video a thumbs up and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.